guys, it is Scott Steenrollerstein with Steenroller Picks and HitThePick.com. It is a Thursday. It's the, 8th of May? Yeah, there you go. It's the 8th of May. It's NBA, baby. We just got one game, but we got to play on it. But before we do that, let's hop in the Wayback Machine. Take a look and see how we did yesterday. We had a little player prop parlay, a little correlated parlay, if you will. We had Michael Porter under 9.5. We had Westbrook over 12.5. That got home, kids. It was kind of weird. It wasn't much of a sweat. Westbrook had 11 in the first half. Porter had 2. And then Porter came in the third quarter, hit 2 3-pointers back to back. By the way, he hadn't made a field goal yet. He has 2 points from the free throw line. So now all of a sudden he's 8 and we've got a sweat. But luckily, the Golden State Warriors were the Denver Nuggets were in the process of losing by about 140 points. So they ended up pulling all the starters out of there for the most part. And we were able to squeak through there on the Michael Porter under 9.5. So we'll take that absolutely for sure. On the premium side, guess what? Had Boston, did it again. I've never seen anything like this compacted into this kind of time period in my life. That many favored teams blow big leads in the fourth quarter, entering the fourth quarter with double-digit leads. Boston did it again. Just ridiculous. Just 100% ridiculous. And I'll tell you what's going to be ridiculous is the crowd in the Garden. Holy crap, as they go back home up 2-0. So, there you go. Did a little better with our other 2 plays. We had the Denver OKC over 229. I think that got home at halftime as OKC broke the record, the NBA playoff record for points in a first half with 87, or any half, rather. Good Lord. Had a little plus money play in the National League. We had the San Francisco Giants plus 116 over the Cubs. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't a blowout. But we got home. Robbie Ray, all of a sudden looking like a Robbie Ray as he took care of Brown and the Cubs. Brown actually pitching pretty well too, Ben Brown, but Robbie Ray just on another level right now. So there we go. Let's talk about what we got cooked up for today. Golden State without Seth, baby, going to take on Minneapolis, or the Minnesota Timberwolves up there in Minneapolis. I'm convinced, guys, not counting the Oklahoma State game, or the Oklahoma City game. We've seen the favorites kind of puke on their shoes, and we're gonna take a spin with it here. Golden State catching 10.5. It was we saw this Warriors team when Steph Curry went out, they kind of had to change up their offense a little bit, and they got more players involved, and this is it's a pretty good team. They do work the ball pretty well, but teams with superstars on it do tend to kind of stand around and wait for him to do his thing. And they don't have that option without him in there. And we also saw a Timberwolves team that, was pretty much ran their game plan around stopping Steph Curry. And they were kind of forced to make defensive changes on the fly. And it didn't really work out for them. When Steph Curry went out, the Warriors had a 10-point lead. And they ended up winning by 11. So Golden State, without Steph Curry, was able to go +1 over Minnesota for 2 2/3 quarters there. I also think that Steve Kerr, excellent basketball coach, given the opportunity to prepare without Curry, I think he's going to devise a game plan that's going to be able to keep the Wolves kind of off balance. And maybe even improve the offensive efficiency a little bit. It depends on how Steph is hit. If he's on, obviously, still nobody better in the league. But I like this Golden State play. I think there's a real shot here. You know what? I'm not going to, despite what we've seen, I'm not going to call for a victory with a double-digit dog. But I do like them catching 10.5. This is a different team without Steph Curry. They weren't terrible without him. They went 7-5. Without Curry in the dozen games that he missed this season. So they do know how to get it done. And, Jimmy Butler being a presence there is a huge deal as well. So let's make it official. Give me the Golden State Warriors plus 10.5 over the Minnesota Timberwolves. the end of that one, you guys can join me as we pick up our winning tickets and head back to the window. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. If you would be kind enough to take a minute, smash the like button, subscribe to our channels if you haven't done so already. Make sure you go over there and stop by and check out my buddies over there at Hit the Pick. And of course, put your plays in the comment section. I want to know what you guys are on today. What do you got cooked up? Are you tailing my Warriors, or are you going to just hammer the Timberwolves since there's no Steph Curry? Kind of curious to see what your thought process is. And yeah, so that's it. We're almost to the weekend, everybody. Let's go out there and have a little fun, make a little money, and a win, lose, or draw with this Western Conference Game 2. We'll be back tomorrow. Talk all about it.